What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing the disassembly and maintenance of my Kizer Militaw. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, this one came in today, and I'm going to go ahead and do the disassembly and check to see if I have some skiffs that'll fit on this one, and then I'll carry it and do the review, but you're going to see the review first. This is all T8 hardware. I do recommend WeHa bits. You want good bits to make sure that they're not going to strip your bolts and that they fit snug into the hardware. Again, just to make sure you're not stripping it. It looks like you do have to remove the pocket clip. You have to remove this bolt here for the second piece of hardware and then your pivot. So I am going to start with the pocket clip bolt. That is in there snug. So again, that is why you do want a good set of bits so that it is not going to strip your hardware. And it is titanium hardware. That other coating is really preventing it from sitting on that magnet. So we're going to remove this standoff bolt here. And that one came out much easier. And it is shorter, so just keep track of that. Also feeling like titanium. Again, unless that coating, it's not a super strong magnet on here, but unless that coating, oh boy, this is on here snug. This is the second knife this week that has come in like this. So I am just gonna give a little bit of pressure. Thankfully it broke loose. If it did not, I would have taken it down to the garage and used the soldering iron to heat it up to be able to break it off. And I mean, it's just coated in thread locker. That is a ton. Let me see if I can get a little bit of that off really quick. Yeah, so I was able to get it off. No issues. It came right off. I do like the blue Loctite thread locker a little bit better. That is steel hardware for the pivot. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see that on the screen, but I prefer the blue Loctite there just to prevent that type of issue from happening for your disassembly and maintenance. So let me get the scale off. That did come out. That's strange. Does it matter which side it's facing out? It does not. It's not reversible. I guess it's just so that the screw has something to go down on. It's really strange. Actually, it's captive. Can you see that? So it fits a specific way in the scale. So like so. I was getting ready to ask that same question, like how did it stay without moving? So I'll just do that when I reinstall it. But is it captive on both sides? Can't really tell because of the dark scale material. Oh, it is. It's captive on both sides. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me you got caged ceramic bearings here on the pivot, and you have a stop pin it's flat right here on the top. So hopefully you can kind of see that. So hopefully that light helped a little bit there. Press fit stop pin is what I was saying before I lost track of what I was saying. These darker, there we go. Yep, they did a D shape on both, so that is awesome. Let's just check real quick. These feel like the thinner bearings, so let me grab my skiffs, and we'll use the skiff tool to verify that real quick on camera for everybody. So we are working with a 5mm, and it looks like a 364 ball. Yep, so it's 364, and 5mm pivot. So I'm going to grab a set of skiff bearings for this one here. Since it just came in, you see all that Loctite coming out? Oh, the washer came out with it. All that thread locker just came out right there. The dust from it. Are these? Yeah, there's no track going yet, so we'll clean that. Let's grab, a set of 5mm 364 ball. All right, let's see what we got here. 5mm 116, 316, 5mm 364. Those are the ones that we want right there. And I got plenty. I got 4 pair left in there. So we'll set this back in the bag later so we can save some time and move forward. Let's grab these here. We'll dump them out and clean them up. We will stick these in the bag, and I will label those later to put with the factory bearings. But they are, I mean, really, if you didn't want to, you didn't have to. These just have more balls on them. Being that these are caged, they should perform really well, honestly. So totally up to you. I didn't realize I didn't put all these back over here. So let's go ahead and get to the cleaning, shall we? It's such a pretty finish they did on this blade. The oil does make it look a little, I mean, it hasn't even tracked for the detemp ball hole, which reminds me, I think I am down to my last one. So we will set this trash to the side, and we will grab my next pack. These are circuit board cleaners that you have here. I keep that up there ready to go. What we'll do with this one, though, is we're just going to make sure everything seems really clean. Yeah, there's a little tiny bit of dirt, but it's not much. A little bit. It's not awful. And then I'm going to use that to go ahead and just clean off any excess that's in there on the threads, so I don't have to worry about that. So this is trash now. We'll throw that over there. Again, let me go ahead and just grab my microfiber Devo cloth, and we will clean all the factory oil off of there. It looks like they had a little bit of oil in that stop pin, so I'll probably just do a couple of drops as well. We'll go ahead and clean the washer. That barrel is trying to run away. Yeah, it doesn't look like it started to, doesn't look like it has started to track yet at all. These are brand new. Actually, I'm going to use, clean that lock bar. Lock bar felt good. Doesn't feel like it needed to be tuned either. I'm just making sure, yeah, it's nice and clean. Don't want to scratch anything up. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Hit the inside of that as well. Yeah, that feels good to go. I'm just going to wipe these down really quick. I know they're factory fresh and they've never been used, but might as well, if I'm cleaning everything else off, just clean these right out of the pack. Both feel very nice. Oops. Knocking my oil around. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I don't think I cleaned my pivot off. All right. So the captive pivot, D shape. Need a little light here, sorry guys. Is it facing forward? The D shape must be on this. Yeah, it's on this one. So the D shape faces upward, and it's on the show side. So I'm just going to take a drop or two, and then what I'll do here is just work that in to a little thin film there. As that breaks in, you'll probably wear it down to the raw metal. So that should take care of that. I can reinstall my standoff here. I'm not really sure which side the bolt was going into, but I don't think it mattered. Sorry, I'm trying to find the D shape. all of the flats face up on the scale, just in case that helps you. Anybody that wants to make the scales, I do get asked this a lot. Just looks like it's a flat inlay on this one. And it looks like it fastens directly onto the scale. So hopefully that helps anybody out there that does make custom scales. I get asked that to do that. And sometimes I do forget that people have that interest because they might not like the purple, but they might like the black hardware with the DLC blade. So we'll go ahead and install that. And we're going to fling the oil around. We're just going to hit the, whoop, is it going to come out? There we go. We'll install this in there so any oil that comes off will go into that track. And then do the same here and right there. So that should take care of everything there. I'm just going to dab it to keep it from, oh, I forgot to do the other bearing, to keep it from coming off onto the detent ball. I'm sorry, onto the lock bar insert. I want it on the detent ball. That little standoff just keeps popping out, doesn't it? All right, we got that lubed up. I do try to work the coating onto the bearings really good so that it's just on the bearings and there's not like a ton of extra left over. And that's just to keep it from seeping out, getting onto the lock bar, getting anywhere else. I think this is just, no, that's, is it on the scale? I think that's resting on the back of the carbon fiber because I was going to drop some oil in there, but I'm hoping by doing that, that should take care of it. Let's go ahead and see if everything goes back together nice and smooth. Everything looks like it dropped into place. We're going to start with the body screw here just to make sure that everything is sitting flush. Nope. There. Nope. There we go. Nope. Oh no, that felt like it had Loctite on it. Yeah, it's sitting flush. Yeah, that's something don't feel right with this one. Yeah, I think I started to cross thread a little bit there. There we go. Okay. That feels good. Hope. Let's just make sure we didn't go all the way. Oh boy. Try to clean that off. Nope, that felt fine. All right, I'm gonna reinstall the pocket clip and pocket clip screw. All right, and last but not least, we will install the pivot screw. Okay. No play, too tight. No play, nice and smooth. Let's clean off the blade, and then we will. That coating is a fingerprint magnet. I will say that. I have completely noticed that, but the coating on it seems very well done. Wow, Very smooth action, guys. It is a guillotine. You could potentially try to tune the lock bar a little bit more, but it's really well dialed in from the factory. But there is your disassembly and maintenance for your Kizer Militaw. I hope that helps some of you out there. Shout out to everyone that watched all the way to this point. It really helps the video. And shout out to everyone out there that leaves the likes, uses those links, comments, and is subscribed. I appreciate all the support. Special shout out to all the channel members. Thanks for being a member. I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.